Hey everybody, this is Peggy, and I just wanted to put together a really quick card. I just got this wood grain stamp. Isn't that too stinking cool? And it's a big one, of course. I guess you can tell that. And so I just got this, like, I don't know exactly when, but I forgot I got it, actually, because I've been getting so many goodies lately. And I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to use that. So I saw a really cute card where the lady used, it was the embossing folder for the tree, and I believe it was a Sizzix one, and she made it look like it was actually the tree with the heart in the center for her and her husband. And I thought, well, I don't have the embossing folder, but I have the stamp, so let's give it a try. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to be using the wood grain, and then I pulled out my perfect pennants because I love this, and I thought, well, wouldn't that be cute in the middle of the heart? So we're going to put that in the center of the heart. So we'll be using that, and then I'm going to be using my framelit dies, the hearts, and as I've told you in the past, I have this on a little piece of the magnet stuff from the hardware store. So we're going to use one of those. Actually, we're using that one right there. So I just want to show you how quick I put this card together. And I think it's going to turn out okay. So let's just get started. Well, what I did first... Oh gosh, did I lose? Oh no, there it is. Oh my, I thought I lost my parts. What I did first is, because this is a big stamp, I did not get it on wood. I did it this way because I love my Fisker's stamp press. I get a really good impression with that, but I always use this. This is just one of those rubber stamp foam pads, and I always stamp that way. And I just want to bring this in and show you how cool the stamping is. I mean, it really is pretty cool. Now, I could go in there and I could shade that a little bit, but you know, this is just going to be a Valentine's card for Steve, and it'll end up back in my box, and then I'll cut it apart and use it in my project life. So I might trim it down and then ink it up on the sides, but for the purpose of this video, I didn't do that. Okay, so I stamped it on my piece of cardstock. This is not Stampin' Up cardstock. It was just a hunk that I had. I'm trying to use up some of my scraps. So I inked it up, and I used the chocolate. Which one did I use? Oh no, I used the Early Espresso, which is the really dark brown. Here we go, I used this one right here. So I used that, and then all you do is, if you've never used one of these, you line it up on your stamp pad where you want your image to be, and the little foam edges on each side push down. I'll back up a little bit so you can see. You see these little foam things, they press down, and then you just give it a rub, and you get a really perfect image every time. So I'm really excited about that. I love that. So let's bring this back in and show you what I'm going to do. Then I took a piece of the craft paper, and I'm going to actually mount that right on the front of there like so. Now, I don't use wet glue when I do paper, but I noticed this one girl, now let me think of her name, I'll think of it as in, she does this a lot. So I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to try this one and see if it holds. There we go, it's coming out now. You can tell I never use it, it doesn't want to come out. So, I don't know. I like dry adhesive. What can I tell you? I think I'll stick to the dry adhesive. I will use this for my arrow. Well, I'm not I'm not good at it. Well, anyway, you get the gist. Okay, so we're going to just stick this in the center. Like so. And now, my card is an A2 size card. My little piece here is 4 by 5 1/4, so that I get just that little edge around there like so. Let me get rid of this thing. Okay, then I went with my Big Shot, and I used my magnetic board. I love that thing, I'm telling you. What I have done, and let me just, well, I can't get to it right this second. What I did, I bought the little texture boutique that we now offer, and it's only for a limited time, and I set it up next to my Big Shot because it's only for embossing. And so I thought, well, this way I don't have to keep changing it out, because I'm going to tell you, I absolutely hate that platform thing that came with the Big Shot originally, where you have to flip it. Do you know what I'm talking about? This multi-purpose platform thing. This thing. I hate these. I hate them. And here's why. I have short arms, and so these are always in my way when I'm trying to run it through, and you got to have more space because it takes up way too much space. Look at all that. I don't like that. See, no, I don't like that. So I absolutely hate this thing. I always have. But I never did buy anything different, and there you are. So I love my magnetic plate because it's just the right size, and I don't have to have a bigger space to die cut. I mean, this is perfect. Ta-da, there you are, and my plates. So I keep it set up all the time, and then I have my little embosser right next to it because I emboss a ton, and I do a lot of die cutting. This way I have it all set up at all times. All right, that's my story. Enough preaching. Anyway, so I cut that out. Look how nice that cuts. Isn't it beauteous? And then just stick that back in there so I don't lose it, which is why I love the magnet in there. Like that. And then I'm going to stamp this. Now, we are going to start at Stampin' Up! Carrying the black Memento ink, which is my all-time favorite ink. All time. Because it doesn't smear, it dries quick, and I can use markers with it, and color pencils. I can just do anything wet and it won't smear. So we're going to ink that up. I'll just put this where I can see it a little bit better. Stamp down. Whoop, took it with me. And there you go. So that part's done. Alrighty. So then what I'm going to do, cover up my ink. Oh, you know, I'm just getting all flustered here. I don't know where my little arrows went. Oh, I hope I didn't lose them. Alright, you know what? I don't know where they went. I must have knocked them on the floor when I stood up. Alright, I'm going to have to shut this off, and I'll come back and we'll finish this card. Don't go away. Alright, that is too stinking funny. I'm looking all over the place for these little tiny arrows, and they were laying on the black. And so, duh, I couldn't see them. Alright, so what I did is then I brought in my little Stampin' chalk marker, and I just made tiny little dots around, just because I wanted it to kind of pop. And I love this because you don't have to do anything exciting. It just gives you a perfect little dot. So that's all there was to that. Alright, so now, because I already started using this one, I'll finish, but I think I'm going back to using my other. I like it better for my paper. You know, we all have our preferences here. So I have to get a hold of my arrow. There he is. Put a little bit of glue on there. Oh, that was too much. Alright. And this is the other one we're going to stick back here. So it kind of looks like it's coming out both ways. And I'm going to stick it in the center. Oh, I got glue on my fingers. Oh my word. This was not supposed to be that difficult. I think I like it there better. Alright. Oop. Didn't get enough on there. Let's see. Okay. I need my little towel over here. Talking amongst myself. Y'all can talk amongst yourself if you want to. There we go. Okay. Holy cow. I'm going to have to get better. You can tell I don't use this very often, obviously. And there is a super quick card. You and me. And all I used was the perfect pennants and the wood grain stamps. And, well, there you go. I made a really cute card really, really quick. So, I will run the numbers across the bottom. As always, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video just to show you how to bring some stuff in and use it up and have fun. Okay, have a good one. Bye.